KY, how you doing, brother?
All right, bud.
It's good
We're
to
back
see
at it.
you. Yeah, we're back at it again here on our regular scheduled Friday show. They'll stay here for just a few minutes, get a few more people in.
That's it.
We on
It is beautiful out tonight. It's like 79 degrees. A little bit of a breeze blowing here in Kentucky.
yeah, it's not that bad here. It was hot during the morning, but then of course I put on my hoodie, because I was going to dialysis and I get the chills afterward. And well, anyway, that turned out to be not worth taking, dude. I almost had a heat stroke. Sitting there.
Yeah.
So anyway, tonight we got a pretty good topic to go over. I don't know if a lot of you have heard the Karen Reed case. We decided to review it now that it's basically concluded. I mean, not completely. The most recent case with this is them addressing the jury tampering. A couple of the juries had put in complaints with the court that they were threatened. So
The jurors were threatened and intimidated.
yes.
The police wouldn't do anything like that.
No, of course not. Now that was juror number 5, and that's what the big scandal going on right now is. But we're just gonna go basically, and in case you haven't heard about this case, it's really simple. The rundown is basically like this. Karen Reed and her boyfriend, who's a cop, went out and they were drinking at a club. They were going to go to a house of a fellow officer who was having a birthday party. And when they got there, Karen Reed decided she didn't want to go in. I'm giving you the version of the defense lawyer, all right, so that you can hear this side of it. She stays in the car. He goes in.
But they have
He's
an argument
drunk.
about it.
Well, no. They aren't 100% sure that there was that argument, but even if there was, she stayed in the car. He went inside. She totally forgot, woke up after being a drunk stupor, and drove home. Again, this is the defense's side of the story. And then, of course, later she went home and woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't find her boyfriend. They went looking for him, and la-di-da-di-da, found him in the middle of the yard. Police now are saying that she backed up and ran over him. So that is where the case starts. The problem with the case is, hey, Melvin, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Bell Admin, good to see you, my brother, as always. And then, of course, at that point, they arrest her, and this is where all the fun starts. Now, this case is an incredible amount of cover up and corruption by the police department, and I'll show you the stories. It's just mind boggling.
So if she backs up her SUV at 24 miles an hour and hits him, he would have broken legs, broken bones, bruises, big time.
Right, but however, the amount of damage on her car, and I'm under this defense side of the story, she had a broken taillight. She claims that she broke the taillight backing out of her house to go find him. Now, they had videotapes that showed that her car was not damaged enough to actually justify running over somebody like they're accusing her.
At 24 miles an hour, right?
Well, videos just disappeared.
Go figure.
Just disappeared. Yeah.
It's that Mission Impossible video thing. You watch it and then they burn up. You watch it once and then they just self-destruct.
Exactly. Well, give me a sec, KY.
So then you look at the body, and the body doesn't have any bruises on the chest or bruises on the legs. If the man was hit by a car and run over, he'd have all kind of bruises and contusions, but he doesn't. Go figure.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a 2.5-inch gash on the back of his head. Huh. Maybe the car jumped over him and hit him. That's what it was.
It's insane, isn't it? Okay, hold on. I'm trying.
Strange.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
And it just so happens there's no camera videos from the neighbors' cameras.
Oh no, then but the other thing is they drove around one of a reporter went up and asked all the neighbors if the police officers had gone and asked for the films, because the films would actually show that her car was not damaged like they're trying to say it was.
But nobody did.
No, they did. The cops did not do that. They erased any films that were available and did that. Now, the next thing they did, which is incredible, I'm trying to find this video. I cannot, KY, I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't find this video.
Yeah, and it just so happens that the assistant police chief lives right across the street where the body was found. And it just so happens on the day this happens, his Ring camera didn't work, so he had no videos from that day. Go imagine that. Just that day. It worked the day before, and it worked the day after, but not that day. Go figure.
I can't pull the video up. I cannot pull the video up, KY. I have no idea why. It's not letting me pull the video up.
You're logged in, obviously, so...
Jesus Christ, what in...
When you hit present...
All right, anyway, I'm going to...
There you go. You did hit audio. Remember to hit the audio button, right?
I had to say, I walked away saying, this is not right. This investigation was done horribly. And it turns out it was probably done on purpose.
Good to see you.
Okay, so just so like again, I'm an amateur on this case. We have our victim who is a Boston cop, John O'Keefe, January 29, 2022. He's 46 years old, and he dies allegedly by being run over, or ostensibly.
Stop it here.
Use that word, right?
All right.
And then eventually his girlfriend, Karen Reed, is arrested for his murder. That's the official story.
I can't find it.
You think
actually happened? Okay, so I just have to
Right
get
there.
into their story a bit and then try to chip away.
Okay.
All right.
Now, the man on the right, the older gentleman, is Sean McDonough.
Right.
He was in law enforcement and DEA for 38 years experience. The last 3 years he was a police officer. He did investigations, accidents, murders, all kind of investigations. Incident investigations is what he did, all kinds. The other man here on the left with the glasses is a YouTuber who does this kind of stuff, and he's got a
fairly good following. He's got about,
yes, but he's interviewing Sean McDonough
right now. He's going to give a great breakdown right here of the beginning of this case and why it's so important with the officer. That is, of course, and my computer doesn't freeze.
Yeah. So allegedly, after a night of drinking, I mean, they went to 2 bars and they met up.
Go figure. It froze on you, bud.
After about maybe 2 or 3 hours more there at 12 o'clock, there was a birthday party
KY. Fuck!
Okay.
from the Boston Police Department. Okay, so
Unbelievable. Shit.
Okay.
from the Boston Police Department. Okay, so you got John's a Boston cop, Brian's a Boston cop, but they didn't really know each other, right? They heard of each other. Brian was one of these legends in the Boston Police Department.
Okay.
So my understanding was they were just getting acquainted with each other. And I have source information that said they probably just met each other 6 or 7 days before he ended.
Hello, everybody. Apparently, Bud's having some technical difficulties.
Difficulties. My internet is taking a dump. It's just I don't know what I'm going to do. KY, my internet is just going ape shit. It's rolling. Great.
That's
Anyway.
hell of a time to.
Yeah,
do that.
that's Big Chief. Welcome in. We had a I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't get this thing to respond. It's all messed up.
Yeah, your voice is all broke up too because of it.
No, I'm going to lose it here, KY, completely. It's not locking in. It's rolling. It keeps rolling and rolling and damn it. So everything was fine all the way up until now? Really?
Yeah, of course.
Now all of a sudden I can't get on the computer? Man, you serious? I can't, KY, I can't do this. It won't let me do it. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. That's it. I'm pretty well fucked. There's nothing I can do. It basically has destroyed me. I can't do anything.
You don't have any bandwidth at all. If you can tell, I can tell you don't. So much for a show.
No, just give me a minute, dude. I'm gonna restart my computer, KY. I'll be right back.
All right.
That's the only way this is going. It's the only way this is going to work. I need to restart the goddamn computer to try to get rid of whatever's going on with this stupid. Because it's not. It's rolling. It's not. I can't do anything anyway. Come on.
We had this all talked out. We had this all discussed, and we had a format, and we had things we were going to talk about and show you people. All right, he must be restarting right now because he disappeared. But what it boils down to is the police in Boston that were involved in this lied and made statements that were totally false, saying they had never talked to each other. But it just so happens, because the FBI was investigating that department for other things, a number of the people had their phones tapped, and they had their cell phones being monitored and their movements being monitored. And when these officers made the statements they made, the FBI had proof that that was all false. And when they brought this woman, Karen Read, to trial, right before they went to trial, the FBI presented 3,100 pages of evidence and findings to both the defense and the prosecution. And many of the things that the prosecution was going to present was refuted by evidence the FBI had. And as a result, the one officer was terminated, the other one is suspended and under investigation. And I'm sure he's going to get fired, because saying that, oh, I had no contact with Abbott, and the other guy saying I had no contact with this guy, and the FBI saying, hey, well, wait a minute, that's not necessarily true. We show that 222 the night of the murder that there was a 22-second call between the two of you. Oh, that was a butt dial. I accidentally, no, that don't cut it. Not at 2:22 in the morning. A butt dial. And just so many things that don't add up. The fact that the body didn't have any bruises or lacerations on it from getting hit and run over. The fact that the back of the SUV was 5 feet tall, but there's no marks on the body 5 feet tall. The fact that the right arm had lacerations and dog bites, and that there's holes in the man's jacket where the dog bit him. And then suddenly the day after, the dog disappears. And nobody seems to know where that dog is. And according to the owner, that dog never hurt anybody. But yet the FBI found that there was 4 attacks recorded by other people in the neighborhood from that dog. And on it goes. The fact that the owner of the home quickly sold the home for $50,000 below market value. Huh. Yes, thank you, Big Chief. There's Bud.
My internet is completely thrashed. Yeah, it's my internet's thrashed, KY.
Huh.
Completely and utterly thrashed. I cannot load any YouTube
Videos.
shows. I can't do it. It just won't let me do it. I barely got onto StreamYard. It's completely down. It decided to go down right now. Really need to that. But anyway, guys, let me see. Anonymous Lawn Transformation. Nice to see you. Slow Burner. It's been a while, brother. Good to have you. Big Chief. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. We had a really cool show tonight, which we will do. We're gonna do it probably now on Wednesday. The internet just collapsed on me, not making it impossible for me to pull up the video clips that we had to go with along with our show. So we're just gonna do a basically chat tonight because sorry about that, guys. I mean, me and KY worked a real long time on that, but I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. The internet is just
I don't think
not
it's your computer.
reasonable. It's the internet.
I told you to stop using that Chinese
I have no.
electricity.
I'm gonna put the link out there. And anyone wants to come up now, you can come up and talk to us because
Just a minute, Anonymous. That's enough of that. Okay.
Yeah, if I can do that, I think I can. Barely able to do that. There it is. But yeah, we can. We'll go over the story again, KY, because we spent so much time on it. I had some really nifty clips, and maybe I can add now the one. Some of the other stories we'll be doing here is we have a story on Alice Springs that's going to be coming up.
Your
Uh,
voice is
I used to live
barely.
there.
You have no
And
avatar.
then we have an immigrant.
And your voice is disappearing.
Great day for me. I got my motorcycle. I mean my scooter, and tomorrow going to be coming by tomorrow to help me clean up and get the bike out of the
scooter
box or something.
Yeah, your internet is just messed up, bud. Big time.
So that
he's gone. Come on back. Well, I guess we're going to do this again on Wednesday. We had a number of video clips all lined up and talking points. And a lot of people are following this case because the implications of these crooked police. But for the last 20 years, Boston has been known to be a very corrupt town. Even further back. And Bud's calling me. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, people. Bud has completely lost his internet, and we're gonna have to end the show at this point. We have no way of getting back and continuing the show, so we're gonna do this again Wednesday, same time. And everyone have a good weekend. KY out.